Okay, so now every single day for the next 5 days or so, I'm going to go ahead and give you just a couple poetic terms. Okay, these are similar to the lit terms that we were doing with fiction, except there's a lot fewer of them. Some of them are actually the same terms or very similar to those terms, but they're applied slightly differently because it's poetry. So these are really, really important poetic techniques and things like that. Okay, so most days are going to be like three. Okay? Now today, that is actually how many there are. There are three, and they may be things you're already familiar with. They may not be, but they're ones you're definitely going to want to make sure that you know for when you're doing all these poetic assignments. Okay, so first one is alliteration. Okay, alliteration. Now, alliteration is when you have the same like first letter or first sound and a lot of words kind of together, like Peter Piper pickled a peck of pickled peppers. You know, everything is those P's at the beginning, that beginning sound. That's alliteration. Okay? Betty bought some butter, but she said this butter's bitter. Got all those B's. Okay, so anytime you have that first letter, the first sound that just keeps repeating over and over, there you go. That is alliteration. That can be used to great effect. And it does not have to be, 18 words in a row, kind of like these examples are. That's just kind of to show that to you. It could just be a couple in inner line, like in The Raven, while I nodded, nearly napping. There you go. Nodded, nearly napping. There's three right there. Okay, but it gives a nice little effect. So that's alliteration. Term number two, assonance. Assonance. Okay, now assonance is, I guess it's a little similar to alliteration, and it's a little similar to rhyme, that sort of thing. What it is the repetition of a vowel sound, so that you can hear that similarity. But they're not words that rhyme. And it's going to be that sound in the middle of a word. So, like hood and took. And they both have that sound, right? But they don't rhyme. There's no alliteration. It just has that sound, hood, took. So, try to light the fire. Try to light the fire. I. You got those long I sounds. There you go. That is assonance. It's the repetition of that exact same vowel sound, multiple words, and you can hear it as you're going through it. Once again, it's a great way to get some neat vocabulary effect going on in a poem. You actually see assonance used constantly today in song lyrics, or actually really for the last 50 years or so. Song lyrics in pop music. They more traditional music or older styles might have exact rhymes having to be used. Pop music does a lot of slant rhyming, and slant rhyming relies on a lot of assonance. All right, so there you go. So that's number two. Number three, and the final term today, consonance. Consonance. Well, if assonance was vowels, guess what consonance is? It's the other sounds. It's everything else that isn't a vowel. So mostly it's going to be consonants, or it could be a couple letters together to create a sound. So like he stood on the road and cried. So you got d. Stood, road, cried. But it's not at the beginning. It's not alliteration. It's somewhere either in the middle or at the end. What about this one? Shush and brush the trash, Sheila. See, you got shush, brush, trash, Sheila. Okay, so you've got that repetition of the sh sound. Okay, so it could be a blend like that, or it could be an individual letter, like he stood on the road and cried. All right, those are your three terms today. Hopefully those will help you out. And I'll see you back here tomorrow with a couple more literary terms. Let's go ahead and move on.